Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. And today I have a very exciting bag to add to our animal face bags. Now this is not an animal, well I guess technically not an animal, but it is something adorable and cute, and that is Minions! Now if you know me, you know I love Minions. These are like my favorite. And this is something that a bunch of you have requested. So I want to make sure that I give my shout out, and here's my shout out. The Minion Bob bag is for Thuy V, IMPAC, Haram A, or Harim A, and Pancake Delights. So this bag goes out to you. I'm going to show you how to make it right now. For this project, you'll need the completed bag, a piece of duct tape fabric that is yellow on one side and matches the interior of your bag on the other, the downloadable template, magnets or sticky back Velcro, duct tape, an X-Acto knife, scissors, and a work surface. Now, the only thing that's different with this Minion bag is because Minions have yellow heads and then their overalls, the duct tape fabric that you want to use, you want to make sure you have 2 strips of yellow at the top. Everything else you can make exactly the same as you do in the bag that you get the link above for, but just make sure you put 2 strips of yellow duct tape at the top. Now, we're going to take a piece of yellow duct tape fabric, and using this template here, we're going to cut it out into this shape. This is the flap, and we're going to attach the flap to the bag. First though, we're going to put on this cute little face. Now when you get the template, you're going to find that all the pieces are marked and they tell you exactly what colors to use and what duct tape. So first thing first, we're going to put on the eyes. And that is a little strip that just goes across. You fold over the edges there, or if you want to, you can cut those off. And then next comes his goggles. And this is the strap of the goggles, and these are going to be the goggles. Now this is why I've said if you have not learned how to make the duct tape stickers yet, make sure you go and check out the link above, because all of these are made with duct tape stickers. I'm going to take my little white eyes, put one down, and second one down. And now we're going to add the dark part of the eyes. This is parchment paper that I'm using, and I have to tell you, the best parchment paper I have found that works the best is Reynolds brand. And understand, I am not being paid by Reynolds to say that, but I have used a lot of different kinds of parchment paper, and that is the best one that I have found. Okay, now I'm going to use this little bit of white to give him the shine in his eyes, because those little Minions have such shiny little eyes. And one more right there. And then the last little thing that he needs is his smile. And just put, you can put that anywhere you like. There you go. Now feel free to make him any style that you would like. I mean, you can make a smile a little bigger, a little smaller, but I've always found that he has that little kind of sideways smile. Okie doke. Now what we're going to do is add the flap. So I'm going to fold this over here and use a little bit of blue duct tape here. I'm just going to take this piece of blue duct tape and I'm going to attach it to the top of his head. And then what I don't want to do is catch this inside edge there. So I just want to try to line this up right there at the edge of the purse bag body. There we go. And see how there's those 2 little sides? I'm going to take another little piece of tape, and I'm just going to cut this into little 1-inch squares so that I can seal it on this side and seal it on the other side. Now, if you need any additional help with fabric and that kind of stuff, make sure you check out my website because we have all kinds of different duct tape projects that explain how to make everything from bags to fabric. When you're attaching the inside of the bag, right here at the seam, you want to make sure that you are covering this entirely, and the easiest way to do that is to cut the strip into 2 pieces. Make it a little bit easier. So you lay your first piece in right there at the edge and your second piece right over top. And you just want to match your fabrics. So I didn't have to use this pattern fabric for the inside of my Minion, but I thought it would be fun and sporty. But I could have made it yellow if I wanted to. And now all that we need to do now is add the closer. And for this closure, what I'm going to do is take a magnet. You could also use sticky back Velcro, but I got my magnet there and I've just placed it on a piece of tape and just adjusted it down there. And then what I've got is another piece of tape, which is yellow, or if I think it's not going to end up in the yellow, I could do it with the blue. So let's see where it's going to end up. If I fold this over, it's going to actually, you know what? It's going to end up pretty much in the yellow. So, I don't know if you saw that, but you take your magnet, drop it, and then it's going to make sure that it's got exact polarity there. So put your tape, drop it on top, then fold it over, push it down, and hopefully you don't have too much of a over cover there. But if you do, just add another little piece of blue duct tape over top. There we go. There's our friend Bob. Oh, wait. I just realized the most important thing, his overalls. Okay, so I don't know how I missed this when I was putting this together, but gotta remember his overalls. So I've got a strip here, and I'm just going to place it right there and fold the end over. And then on the opposite side, where his belly button is, on the opposite side of his belly button, up and over. And then, of course, you've got to have his little buttons. So one little button there. Phew, poor Bob. Can't believe he almost didn't have overalls. He was almost wearing jeans. Oh, what a fashion faux pas. There we go. Now our dear friend is done. And there you have it. Your very own Minion Bob bag. Now, if you want to make Stuart, all you have to do is download the template for Stuart instead, but you're going to make it exactly the same. And if you want to make Kevin, the long, skinny one, just take Minion Bob and just make the bag taller and skinnier and the flap longer. And just add the face after that, and then you will have a Kevin. So you can make Minion Bob, Stuart, or Kevin, or all 3 of them, and have your own little Minion fest. For more fun bag ideas suggested by you, come and check us out at Sophie-World. That was .com. Beep boop.